houses are all over the place.
That's what I've been saying.
Work together in harmony.
I'm up here, you're down here.
They won't notice if one person doesn't sing.
Oh, you better sing. Here we go. Ready? Up, down, funk you up. Up, down. Oh, the video started. Practice tomorrow, everybody. Don't be late. Hello, everyone. This is Skunkle, otherwise known as Skunk Uncle, and this is part 3 of my playthrough of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. To catch you up to speed on what's going on so far, we are Kermit, and we've been hired to be a teacher at Garrick Mock Monastery. We chose the Black Eagle House to teach, with Edelgard as their head of household. And we had one mock battle in the last episode that I won, with one tragic loss of character who shouldn't have lost. And now we are being charged by the monastery with taking out a group of bandits that we had met in the first episode. Let's see how that goes, and also get to know more about what's going on around the monastery today. Ah, Edelgard, so cold, so tormented. So, what is that? Targaryen? Yeah, Targaryen. We start off getting to stroll around the monastery. Like I say, every free day, I always talk to everybody to build up those bonds. And you can see that Geralt here has us a mission. First, we got to talk to Leone, who is, of course, in love with our Pops, and that's cool. We've explained our coolness with it. We're cool. We're cool with it. Pop off, Leone. Pop off. I don't. There's a pun in there that I don't want to explore, but whatever. Now, you can see here we can recruit. I'll show you what happens with that a little bit later, but you can recruit characters from other households. One thing I'm not a big fan of is whenever there's a two-person dialogue, it goes through the same dialogue for each person. But Geralt tasks us with finding a book he left in his room that he lost. That just introduces the concept of finding different lost items throughout the game, returning them to who they belong to, and getting bonding points from that. It's actually pretty fun to try and figure out who lost what. So from here, we jump on over to Geralt's chambers so we can get that book. By the way, at this point, we've unlocked a fast travel in the monastery so we can jump to any location we've been to before. We grab the book, and as a reward for getting this tactics primer, we start getting battalions. Now, I'm not great at using them, but I'm getting better. Battalions, they explain here, are backup for you while in battle that has very specific actions they can do depending on what battalion you have. They can attack enemies, stun enemies. They can also use magic or heal. They're very useful when you know what you're doing with them, which I eventually do, but it takes me a while to knock the rust off of that. Real quick, we'll go talk to Hannerman and see how much he loves us.
In the mock battle, taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you.
Who freaking else could you be talking about? Duh, you're talking about me. Duh. Our next task is with the choir conductor in the cathedral, Church of Saros. She tasks us with finding a list of students who would be interested in choir. This is a really good activity that will bring up the bonds with two students, also raising their faith levels. It's a fun one to do. You get to see their little interaction. We find the list in the dormitory before having an odd interaction with Dorothea.
Oh, Professor, hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it?
Are you missing your underwear? Lady. Odd. Just odd. But whatever. We go and turn in the list with the choir conductor, getting our reward, which is, I believe, weird tomatoes. I don't even know. Chickpeas. Yummies. And then we get to pick who we want to bring in with us. Ferd is a great one to bring in. It'll bring up his enthusiasm, which lets us give him more lessons later on. So we pick him. And can't help but pick Manuela.
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? Would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
I ain't a Pegasus.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm.
Yes, ma'am.
Get it?
I'd like to. And as I said, this will bring up the bond between us, brings up my professor level, or at least my experience with it, so that I can get more points, and brings up their faith, which will be important later. From here, we go and get a quest from Sedith and Flane, his daughter-sister. They're talking about the saints, which would be really, really arrogant if it turned out they were those saints. Now, wouldn't it? But anyway, he tasks us with finding information about traitors from the Western Church. At first, you might think that's not a big deal. We go and do it. But later on, you'll realize that it has oh so devastating consequences. Not really for us, but for one particular sad character. You'll see soon enough.
It's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato,
Oh no.
that a commoner like me is here at the Academy.
Man,
He is
I feel
the
for
very
you.
model of chivalry.
You think?
Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
No! So to show some of the new places that have opened up, we've got the marketplace. This is a area with different stalls and vendors, a blacksmith, an item shop, and a weapon shop, which is where we are now, kitting ourselves out with some new weapons, better quality, which you unlock the higher you get your characters, the students, in their levels. And with this, we're also going to kit them out so that they have the weapons for the ranks we want them to be at, for the specific styles that we want to teach them toward. Now here I'm turning in the last quest that I had, which was bringing some books, some cookbooks, to the head chef. This will let us unlock where we can cook meals with a character that we pick. It brings up a bond, but I don't want to use my last remaining professor point on that. I want to use that to have a meal because there's bonding bites. That will bring up even more the bond between characters. Now, I could have used Edelgard here, but she's maxed out in her enthusiasm. I wanted to find someone else. No one else in my class would be useful in this that would like the meal. So I end up thinking about Manuela again, but I resist temptation and instead go for Lindhart to bring up his enthusiasm, even though he's not my favorite, and Raphael, because I want to see if maybe I can get him recruited into the Black Eagle house eventually. So here's what they think of the meal.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
You better be, you sleepy punk.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
I think you say that to literally anything. But good on you, bud. Woohoo! Lastly for the day, I want to show off the newly accessed training grounds and also get a look at how it happens, what happens when you try to recruit someone. We'll go up to Raphael over here. See, I talk to him, hear his fun times here, asking me about bandits, strength or skill. Now, I would say skill, obviously, but old Raphael's all about that strength. I want to build the bond, so I lie to the guy. He can take it. He's a happy-go-lucky fellow. So I ask him if he wants to be recruited, what he thinks. Right now, he's not even thinking about it, but it will tell us these are the things that we need to improve right there to get him to join the house. Once we get to that spot, he will join with us. Oh, hey there, Caspar. How's it going?
Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird.
Wait.
Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
Oh, buddy, no. Must not tell Dorothea. So now we get into the lessons of the game. This is the way that we can build up the skills for our students by teaching them, and that will let us build them towards certain classes that will give them great skills. Now, here's the group task. I'm putting Ferd and Bernadetta together with horses to build up their riding skills, as well as their bond. Now I'm going through and setting everybody's preferred skills so that those will build up faster. So with Caspar, I'm setting him up to become a brawler more so than a axe wielder. This is personal preference, but also certain characters lean towards certain builds. But you want to fool around with it, get a sense of what maybe they have as hidden skills, because those do come into play later. So, yeah, with Bernadetta, I'm setting her up for being a Pegasus rider archer. That's the plan. Now, here's where we do individual lessons. They can get good or bad grades from you and it takes down their enthusiasm with every lesson you put them through. If you get a perfect, like Linhard just did, you can then praise them and bring that enthusiasm up one and get more lessons in with them, and this brings up their skills even faster. Bernadetta here, lots of goods, but I believe we got a perfect right there. And that brings up our bond and her skill set. Now we can get asked questions, pick the right answer, and that will bring up your bond and your professor points. Now, as we go on, we'll see the effects of our teamwork. Good, we get smithing stone, and everybody's skills start to go up. Also, Raphael's birthday. Enjoy your flowers, big sir. So now we'll go on to what else you can do during a week, because you can only explore once per week. You can also do practice battles. Now, I'm just going through this one here at high speed. I won't be showing all of these, except for some of them are interesting side quests with their own stories and lore that will really show you some more of the world and character motivations. But otherwise, there are just free battles to bring up your experience. You see me going up to 4 there. They're a good way to pass the time, to get your characters leveled up, to get those bonds leveled up, to get money. Just, I recommend doing them. I really try to late game overpower myself so that I can just bash my way through these suckers. But here, it is first time a little bit more cautious. I'm not going to show you the whole battle. I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end here. But just know I decimate them without any losses, and the right person comes out on top. That's right, the Beast Petra. And for your last activity you can do during the month, along with exploring, main missions, and practice battles, you have seminars where you can pick a character to give a seminar to the class that will raise stats and enthusiasm for characters. You can see who you can use and who they will teach at the bottom. We picked Manuela not just because she's ant material, but because she has 6 students she can teach, 5 plus me. I enjoy this teaching. But you see everybody's skill going up? It's a useful tool, really. Really. It's not just because of Manuela. It's not. So now we're ready for our main mission, taking out the bandits. These are the same bandits, or at least the bandit leader that we saw in the very first episode, first mission that were chasing the 3 heads of the 3 classes, that 3 houses. And we've got to take them out now. Everybody's letting their feelings be known. Old Bernadetta just wants to run away. You can't run away from your fights, Bernadetta. They'll come right at you. You got to shoot them with an arrow. Dorothea, don't talk to Caspar, okay? He doesn't know anything about your missing cloth. Oh, you sleepy sucker. There she is, the beast. I promise I will not mess up this run with you, he said, knowing what is to come. But everybody's ready. This will be their first test, so we better get to it. To Xanadu Canyon we go. Here it is, the day of reckoning. Think about it. Be about it. Start it up. All right, now. Thank you for all of your thoughts there. Look at him. You know what? Handsome. Handsome, like looking in a mirror right there. Not a bad idea. We're going to split up, attack them from 2 different angles, and we'll take it away from here. Now, I always start out so cautious and thoughtful, and then it takes a turn. But I'm just making sure everybody's ready. Everybody's got their right equipped weapons, because I've got everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people new weapons, new ideas for how they're going to battle here. Moving myself to the front line. I lead from the front. That rally from Hubert, I never can tell. It's probably not a good idea. I think it only buffs their magic, and Hubert and Lindhart are the only magic users. Whammo. These suckers. Petra, I know I fail you, and it hurts my soul. It truly does. I've got a new spell for Hubert there that is actually super good. Oh, yeah. A cool thing about this one is everyone reacts to this is their first time in battle and their first time taking the lives of the enemies. So you get to see who, the beast is a beast about it. She do not care, but others do. Others have sadder reactions to it. Another one I think is funny when we get to him is old Ferd, because his is just sociopathically uncaring. Poor Bernadetta. She ain't really cut out for this, but it's her daddy's fault. Her daddy did her wrong. Locked her, forced her out, and yeah, just a not great dude. Boom. Aw. Got a little hit on there, but you see the battalion level goes up. That goes up as you start to level up as well. Now, Caspar, I believe, is kind of a glass cannon. He can deal some damage, but not take much. So we're a little bit protective with him here and there, but really, after a while, I start putting him out there more. He might even be an MVP in the future. He's got a lot of utility, in my opinion. And I don't know, it's something about his go-get-em attitude makes me want to put him more and more on the front line. But is this where my mistakes begin? Ferd there. See, he's just like, yeah, I'm a noble. I do this. Yeah. See, I did it again. Pushed her too hard, too early. Got to stop, man. Know the limits of Petra. But Edelgard in there, she's a beast as well. She do not care about what... Well, she does care. She does care. As you learn more about her, she cares quite a bit. But still. Caspar's still learning the ropes of his gauntlets. The brawler's weapon of choice. But boom, Bernadetta. Finally get her up to 2. I couldn't believe she was only at 1 so far. Aw, poor thing. You can't go home. I believe Dorothea's the one that takes it the worst, though. Now, as we head over here, we're starting to split up the group so that Lindhart finally having a use. But we're splitting up the group so that we can attack from both sides. It's maybe necessary. I like to boast a lot, but the fact that I keep losing Petra really humbles me, makes me a humbler Skunkle. But Kermit cannot be denied. That's right, Professor Kermit Von Fozzie Bear. Yeah, that's the full name, Kermit Von Fozzie Bear. I've decided now it's official lore. We're bringing everybody up. It's slow moving, but I just want to get the pieces all in the right place. Now, they'll move in. Yeah, there's the thief. He's going to have, he does a battalion attack. This actually locks us in place so we cannot move forward there. But I get my shots in, and then Ferd does the rest. He really should have moved. Level 3, the Noble Standard. Now, he gets this key that I am bound and determined he is going to get that chest. Because whoever gets the key can get to the chest unless they're thief class, in which case they can open chests just through skill. Come on now, Caspar. There you go. Gauntlet's coming in clutch. He has a response that is what I expect of him. Dorothea with her thunder. Hubert, who is also a powerhouse, just got to keep him in the back. He's going to be, I can't remember, a mage, probably mage build is what I'm going for with him. Thank you, Lind. This is the only use for Lindhart, but I'm a little hard on him. I just don't like the personality trait of Sleepy, and it is a little deeper than that. He has kind of a philosophy going about only doing what he's interested in and not being a slave to conformity or whatever. But man, he's the worst rebel out there, I just got to say. Moving everybody up, though, really one side does a lot more than the other. I should have paid attention to this because it does hit 2 of my characters, but it's still gonna, I can still take him out. He's directly in front of me. 5. Very nice. There we go. Or are we gonna... Yes. Lynn gets his. Oh, yeah, he takes it really badly. Yeah, he's like, oh, no. Blood? He's got that sad look on his face. Yep. Slowly but surely, we're getting furred over there to get that dang chest opened. Now, glass cannon or not? Boom. See, critical right there. Leveled up again. And then Fading Blow, I think, lets you move back a space afterwards. So that's really something to think about tactically. Here I'm using my battalion, doing a lot of damage, and also getting a boost from having Hubert so close. And see, that locks both of them in place now. So really it's just fish in a barrel right here. That new, I don't know if that's Meyerby or Miasma, but Hubert knows what he's doing, and he's doing it well. Another one for Bernadetta. There we go. And the bond, every time you see that heart pop up, that's the bond going up between characters. In the, look, he's realized, sorry, not me, but also me. Sorry this had to happen to you. But you shouldn't have been a thief, a bandit. You should have gone into a different profession. Baker? Baking? Yeah, maybe that. I love making a good lasagna. I don't know if that counts as baking. But onward we move. Finally, the chest is open. Give me the nothing inside. Not worth the fact that you never get into the battle again. But we handle it. We handle it. Now, coming up here is a enemy priest who can do magic against us. The priests, I think, are my least favorite enemies to fight of the normal human enemies that we'll get later on to the mechanical ones, which are my least favorite enemy in the entire game. But for now, it's just these dark priests. Yeah. Get hit with some wind, sucker. Not against Edelgard. Won't do you no good. This guy's just easy pickings. There you go, Dorothea. And then we finish you off right here. Goodbye. And Lynn can come in and lend a helping hand. To himself, I think. Now then, we're getting closer and closer to the lead bandit. His days numbered. His time just dwindling out. But Bernadetta at 3 right there. There's that priest. We're getting set up for it. That's the only problem, is trying to get set up knowing you're going to get hit and just trying to decide who are you going to let get hit. I'm surprised he couldn't hit me back from there, but Caspar don't mind. He's just eager to get in there and prove how tough he is. Good on you. I wonder if it's because he's so tiny. Come on. Who are we going to use? Yeah. Caspar gets his shot in. He takes one, he gives it back. And you missed, you punk. Yeah, I'm at this point trying to see. Oh, look at you. Think you're going to live through it? No, sir. No, sir. You know what his problem is? He doesn't have a ponytail, a man ponytail. That's what would really have protected him right now. Oh, well. Edelgard getting a little bit more. We'll see. She might be the MVP of this one. Could be somebody else. I think Caspar earns a lot of points in this. And to a degree, Lynn does as well. See? Level 3. It's nice at least. Yet not MVP is old chest opener Ferd right there. But, yep. We'll bring up Caspar. And then have Hubert take another shot. I can't remember. Oh, there it went. There you go, buddy. Should have been smarter. Like me. And just started playing video games on the internet. Huzzah! We are the champions. Let's see that MVP. Hubert! Go, Magic Man, go! As we end off this episode, we learn more about the Red Canyon that we've just been battling in. Xanadu, the Red Canyon. It's got some connection to Sothis. We know that. She knows that. She doesn't remember anything. She's still super obnoxious and annoying. But whatever. There's no way she could be an important or powerful character. So we'll let her just exist in the back of our ganglia, whatever some brain term is, and she'll just stay there forever, I'm sure. Here we get some Edelgard conversation. We got to get out of here, make our way in the world today, which takes everything you got. Wow, I just realized how old that reference is. So old. We then get a final conversation with Lady Rhea, who, while seeming sweet, is also like really not bothered about all the killing we're doing and the fact that she's getting teenagers to do it, which is really weird, Rhea. Really weird. That's going to play into my decision making later on, so we're clear. But she tells us that a goddess we probably have never heard of and definitely isn't living in our brainstem touched down in Xanadu, the Red Canyon. And yeah, everybody loved her. She was so great. Sounds perfect, huh? Sounds perfect. All right, everybody. I'll let you go for now, but we will get back into this soon. Goodbye.
You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand.
Like why we aren't together.
Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight.
He sounds horrible.
I'm a bit weak just remembering him.
The smell?
Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room?
Tell me.
He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there."
Ugh.
Can you believe it?
The cad. The scoundrel.
You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy?
Hmm?
Not me, that's who.
Ah,
Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
some night that was horrible. Well, you know what? We don't stand for that here, you beauty. We stand for chivalry, honor, and subscribing.